Hello, welcome to your weekly astrology. Thank you for joining me. My name is Donna Page. For those of you who do not know me, welcome. Well, the weekly astrology for the 21st of November to the 27th of November. It's a big, very important week. We have two new cycles, two new conjunctions between planets, which represent new beginnings. We have a major Jupiter-Pluto square. And we have the sun on Monday going into Sagittarius. So Monday begins with the sun at the last hours in Scorpio. And that last hour, that's 29 degrees of Scorpio, there still can be an intensity going on. And there still may be something that it comes up where you feel that urge is like, okay, where's my passion? I need to get things going. But the moon is in Virgo, Monday, Tuesday, part of Wednesday. The moon in Virgo is work and service, taking care of the daily routine. Now, for those of us who are in the United States, this is Thanksgiving week for us, and many of us have 4 days off, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and some people take the whole week off. Now, and with the sun going into Sagittarius, this is the busiest airport time. And Sagittarius is freedom. Sagittarius is travel. Sagittarius is getting away. I need to get away. I need to get a breath of fresh air. I need to see something different. Just sort of chill, go have fun. It's perfect. It's in perfect harmony. However, back to Monday and Tuesday with the moon in Virgo, if you work with the energies of the universe, life is so much, it is like you're in sync with it. And being in sync with it, and the first place to start is you're like, okay, what's going on? Well, the moon in Virgo does say just get the work out of the way, get the things out of the way that you don't necessarily want to do but need to get done. Like if you're having company over, cleaning the house, if you're whatever it is. And then you will be this energy of preparing things and getting ready for when the moon goes into Libra. And this is true every month. When the moon goes into Libra, it's like, okay, now I have time to be social. Now I have time to go do something that is pleasing to me, to be with a friend, to be with a lover, because Libra does want harmony. Libra does want balance in life. And Libra it is about relationships that are, that are pleasant, wants the pleasantries in life. Yes, of course, Libra wants fairness. And sometimes if things get too bottled up, like if you don't do the moon in Virgo stuff and catch up on that before the moon gets in Libra, then you can feel it's like, oh, everything is so unfair. All my friends have the day off, they have this off, and I feel that I'm stuck, I have to do this. So it's deeper than that, but that's part of it. Now, we also have Mercury conjunct Saturn in Sagittarius on the 23rd. And again, that is Mercury Sag. Mercury's the travel planet. Remember, Mercury's the messenger, goes between Earth and heavens and back. And that's just telling me that flying onto the 23rd might not be there could be some delays. Remember, because Saturn kind of creates delays. And if you don't have all your papers in order, if you don't please double check your stuff before you get to the airport, because it's like, oh my gosh, talking yourself out of not having your driver's license or this will be next to impossible with a Mercury in Saturn conjunction. And it also can represent that there can be delays in travel. So just give yourself some extra time. In general, it does mean that there is a rethink on your beliefs and where you want to go and what you want to do, and a rethink. It is getting back in touch, because Sagittarius is about confidence. Getting back in touch with being really confident and being serious about it. Saturn's that seriousness. Really. Do I really think this? Do I really believe this? So and it, even though it's this Wednesday and it's for the States, it's before the holiday, there is this element of, what else do I want to know? What are the truths here? Do I want to read this book? Do I want to study this? And it can be a time where you are looking at, well, maybe I'll buy this book, or I'll invest in this course, or thinking about that. It is a new phase, so you don't have to do it immediately, but it does start on the 23rd. And by the way, the new phases, because the Saturn Mercury conjunction, that won't happen for another year. So there's several weeks of being in the new phase between now and New Year's that will unfold for you. Thanksgiving Day in the States is on the 24th, it's Thursday, and Moon in Libra, great time to be social. Yet, and also this combination, of course the moon will be in Libra all day Friday too. Sag, Sun, Moon in Libra, great time to be with friends. This time of year when the sun is in Sag, every year when the sun is in Sag and the moon is in Libra, it is a fabulous time to get together with friends and do something you really enjoy doing. Now, here's the big deal for not just for the day, but it's setting off a vibration that's going to be continuing through 2017, and that is the Jupiter-Pluto square. I want something big. It's like, I want to go after something big. What is the big thing that I want to do? Now, with Jupiter in Libra, of course it is fairness, of course it is balance. Pluto, that in Capricorn, is it's a whole nother video on what Pluto and Capricorn means, but on an individual, on a personal level, that Jupiter-Pluto square is that sense of what's my big thing. And if you listen to the 2017 predictions for your sign, or for in general for next year, I went into that deeper. But it is this beginning of this phase, because remember, phases are not just one moment. They take a while to unfold, and it will be it begins now, but it will be unfolding throughout 2017. What is that big thing that I want to put effort into? And then it is a pretty intense day on Thanksgiving Day. So if there's an undercurrent that you feel, it's best to be with people you really, that are kind and that you enjoy and that are harmonious. Now, for the rest of the planet, that work-wise, that also is true. That there can be this sense of everybody want to be playing nice, but you can feel this undercurrent. Are they just trying to be right about things? Are they trying to control things in some way or manipulate things? Do they have there's just a little undercurrent that's going on. Rise above it and stay in your truth, because that is what the larger energy of the new moon in Sag and the sun in Sag is about. Stay in your truth. Now, Friday, the 25th, Venus is conjunct Pluto. New phase happens every year. Venus conjunct Pluto. Venus is in Capricorn. And Venus, by the way, she is what is called out of bounds. And she's a wild card. Now, Mercury has been out of bounds. And when a planet goes out of bounds, it doesn't necessarily hold true to the usual way that Venus in Capricorn would. Prim and proper, all of that. Very serious. Wants to make sure everybody shows up on time. I'm not saying that isn't part of it, but with Pluto and out of bounds, there can be an element, if relationships are on the brink of not working for you, boom, something can come to the head, and it can be very powerful, very strong. On the other hand, again, sorry to keep referring to U.S., but in the United States, Friday is considered the biggest shopping day of the year, and it would represent like people spending a lot of money So if you're out there buying things, just, just be present to how much you really do want to spend versus how much you feel comfortable when the credit card bill comes in. But on a personal level, with a new Venus-Pluto phase conjunction in Capricorn, look at your chart of where that starts and look at, in terms of Venus-Pluto, because Pluto is always this empowerment energy, and it does want big things to happen, but it can start small, like the atom bomb, atoms. So there's, what is it that you feel passionate about? It keeps coming back to that so many times. What is it that you feel passionate about, that you value, that is lasting? Because it is in Capricorn, and this is about, Capricorn is about that which can last. It may take time, but that which can last. And you put this together with that Jupiter-Pluto energy. What is it that you want to do? What's your big thing? But something that you feel is lasting. Then we move into the 26th, and the moon goes into Scorpio. So there's this intensity of that Scorpio moon. And also we'll be there on Sunday, of course. So, and that depth, and it will unfold these major configurations that happened this week of being able to get into your truth. This is what my truth is, and go deeply. That Scorpio depth. This is that depth of where I want to go, to ascertain, to figure out, yes, this is my path, and this is what the path that I'm traveling. Now on Saturday and Sunday, the weekend with the Scorpio moon, it also can be a time where you are, really just listening to your intuition. So part of it, because Scorpio is very intuitive, it feels things underneath the surface. And it can be an excellent time for deep, deep meditation. And with the sun in Sagittarius, what are my truths? What do I want to learn? This can be a time where if you have time for a little retreat, or have time to meet with a group where they're gathering together, some sort of a weekend retreat or weekend seminar, would be excellent. It would to go deep into the depths of purpose and meaning of your life, and coming out reemerged like the phoenix and taking off. Have a fabulous week. Thank you for listening, and I appreciate you. Thanks.